Hello, beautiful souls. I hope you're all doing well today. Today, I would like to share more about soul codes, your unique blueprints, as well as your oversoul network. But before we diving into that, let's just first take a few deep breaths into our hearts to come back into this present moment in the here and the now, more anchored in our beautiful bodies. So you may close your eyes and put your hands on your heart and take a deep breath in into your heart space. Hold your breath and breathing out. And make sure that your exhale is longer than the inhale. And as you're exhaling, you're sinking deeper and deeper into your beautiful, beautiful body. So let's take another deep breath together. In through the nose, hold your breath, relax your shoulders. And breathing out. One more breath into your beautiful heart space. Breathing in. Hold your breath. And breathing out. In the meantime, I'm clearing the fields, working on your fields, expanding the beautiful heart grid. So you may open your eyes. Come back in the here, in the now. How do you feel? Beautiful. So, what are soul codes? Your unique blueprint, your beautiful codexes that you came here with, your gifts to this world. Beautiful soul, before you started this journey on earth, you sat down with your councils of light and you wrote a script for yourself. You wrote your stories, the lessons you wanted to learn, the teachings, all that you wanted to experience. And some of your guides even warned you, like, should you really be doing this? This is quite intense once you are there. But you went for it anyway. And you found the players in your play that were willing to play those roles. And they were not all pleasant roles. But they agreed to play those roles as well. Even the villains in your story. And then when your script was ready, you were ready to start this epic human experience. But then something happens. Because the moment you arrived, you landed here in this realm of existence, you forgot about the scripts, about who you truly are, even about what you were coming to do here. We all have forgotten. Because we are landed in such a density and we were not used to that. We are beings of light. So that was a big adjustment in itself. And then you started to experience your life, growing up, learning certain things, good things, bad things, a lot of stuff happens. But it was still not clear, for a long time perhaps, who you are, how beautiful you are as an infinite soul. You already had so many lifetimes on earth. You had so many lifetimes on other planets. And then now here you are. Even forgotten about your unique blueprints. The unique codex of codes that you carry within you. Your unique soul codes. Just let that sink in for a moment. Your unique codes. And as we are ascending, we are starting to remember. And you're bringing back more of your soul remembrance. Unlocking beautiful libraries of lights. Your soul gifts, your soul codes. It's like Gandalf the Grey. At first he was an awesome wizard, right? Already embodying so many beautiful codes, doing the magic. And then later in the story, in the movie, Lord of the Rings, he came back as Gandalf the White Wizards, with even more epic codes, more magic, more good, more beauty, more power. Using it for the good. And that's what our ascension is looking at as well. Unlocking more and more and more. Evolving. And as you are evolving, as we are growing, we are no longer in resonance with certain parts of ourselves, from our inner child, from our upbringing, from past lives. Because as we are healing and healed those stories, those chapters, and we truly release them, we do no longer carry them with us in our grids. So in a way, there's now a new version of you created in the universe, a version of you who no longer carries that fear or sadness or grief. It's an alternate reality, and you now are in resonance with that version of yourself. And with that, you cleared more space in your own grid to embody these new codes, your soul codes, and also other codes from other libraries of light, Lemurian, Avalonian, Mayan. All for you to share and anchor in Gaia's grids that we are doing. We are anchoring these codes. You are the oracle, so you are the one anchoring these codes. That's how we help her to ascend. So there are so many versions of you They are infinite. And it all depends what version you align yourself with. If you're in resonance with that frequency, with that soul codex. And as we ascend, we have access to more codexes from higher realms of existence, of course, for you to anchor again these codes. And your oversoul network is infinite as well. It's never ending, because there are past versions of yourselves, there are future versions of yourself, there are galactic versions of yourself, there's your ancestral lineage, and everything is connected. So as we are evolving, you will also be connecting with other parts in your oversoul network. That's how we're calling in other codes, new frequencies. And some of your unique soul codes you have embodied, maybe already since the beginning of your epic ride here. And some of these codes, they are still in your field. They're kind of waiting for you to shift in that version of yourself to embody these codes. And then there are dormant codes, dormant DNA, and these codes need to be activated. And we can activate those codes in many different ways. By working with mentors and teachers and coaches who already embody that codex. By reading books, by watching documentaries. But even by dancing and moving our body. So the knowledge, the codes, the templates, they are never ending. But in order to call those in, we first need to let go of the slave codes and templates that are holding us in certain timelines of fear and scarcity, manipulation even. And as we let go of these false codes, you're starting to connect with other parts of Earth, different timelines, higher realms of existence, and you start to anchor into these timelines. And I promise you, the codes that you are gifting to this world, there are people waiting, literally waiting for you to start sharing these codes. And some of you perhaps already sharing these codes because you're working as a coach or healer or mentor, guides. And others, you will be sharing these codes. Remember, you will be sharing these codes just by being present. Just by being you unapologetically. When you walk into the room, you just need to be, and you will already be sharing so many beautiful gifts, codes. And then in your oversoul network, there are also libraries of light available. From your past selves, where you had a lifetime, for example, in ancient Egypt or on Atlantis, where perhaps you were the priestess or the goddess, the god. Or you had access to those souls and were learning a lot These codes are all accessible for every one of us. But let's start with unlocking your unique soul codes. And as we evolve, as we ascend, we're starting to anchor these and embody these more and more to a beautiful human vessel, your home temple. And it's only when we feel really safe in our body and grounded that we also can open these channels to receive that information, to receive those soul codes, to start to co-create with our soul and higher self. That's the first step before we starting to co-create with councils of light and other beings. To become an open channel. You are the oracle. You truly are the oracle. Just let that sink in. So you have codes which are already embodied. You have codes waiting in your energetic field to be embodied, and you have dormant codes. So ask yourself the question, what is it that I would like to expand? What is it that I'm passionate about? What is it that makes me happy? Now can I attract more of that? What codes do I require to live that life that I desire? What are the missing links? And who in this beautiful universe, who has these codexes or codes? Who can I learn from? Or what? Doesn't matter. Start asking for it. Now, many codes, they are initially not visible to you in a way that you don't see them. But you do see them in others. And sometimes that makes us feel more insecure. But it just means that you carry those codes as well. But there's a block there. You can see them. So it's that block that needs shifting for you to then fully embody them. Because all the beauty that you see in others, that's you. It's all about seeing ourselves, trusting, knowing it to be true, that you're already so perfect, so beautiful in how you are right now. You don't need to do anything anymore. You just need to own it. You need to know it to be true. Connect with the frequency of knowing. Your heart. So since there are so many versions of you, since your oversoul network is massive, infinite, there's so much beauty for you to connect with. Ask your future selves to come in. Ask them for help. Ask them for guidance, for support. There are versions of you that have already ascended. There are versions of you that are very galactic. There are versions of you very deeply rooted into earth codes. Connect with those versions. It's all you. Take a deep breath in into your nose. Breathe into your heart space. And breathing out. Just feel the change, be with it. Maybe it feels as a lot, the codes that I've been sharing. And it's not just me, my family of light is with us as well. Let's be with it. Start to acknowledge all the beauty in yourself and all that you are. You don't need to learn more, you don't need to go anywhere. You are simply remembering your uniqueness, your gifts, your beautiful codexes of light. All you need to do is remember. So, it turned out to be a little transmission. If you do have any questions, please do leave them in the comments or send me a DM. In about 4 weeks, we are starting with the Home Body Codex. Very unlocking, very, very beautiful codes for you to remember, for you to feel safe and protected in your body. We will working with quantum technologies for you to be able to really reclaim your stage as an inner leader, but also as a leader of light, fully stepping into your mission, your soul mission, your legacy, owning it. And there are many different pillars we are working through: reclaiming our body, reclaiming our voice, reclaiming our space, in order to fully reclaim our stage unapologetically. And in these 9 months, we will actually be opening your channels to start co-creating with your beautiful soul and higher self, your family of lights, your ancestors, your angels. But we will also be working with the lower 3 chakras to really sink into our body by movements, by voice work, by so many beautiful things, by breath work. Bringing back the playfulness, the pleasure, healing through pleasure, ascending, I should say, through pleasure. And then, of course, we will be working on our hearts, because that's one of the most important things. In order for us to receive more, There's a block in humanity and receiving love. And that's withholding many of us to anchor these higher realms because we're unable to receive. Seeing ourselves, the beauty, the love, the awesomeness. So there will be a lot of work done on the heart field as well. So it's a combination of, I would say, the galactic goddess and the earth goddess and the goddess which you are, the god or the goddess which you are. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. I truly honor you for who you are. Drink lots of water after this. And I'm sending you lots and lots of love for this day and the rest of the week.